Okay, ladies and gentlemen, I've been working on an undercover story for you that has a lot to do with our planet, our ecosystem, and your health. And you wonder in today's society that people are trying to make laws to pass against you having exotic animals because why? They want animals to go back into the wild. They don't belong in cages, they don't belong in your homes. Well, I am fixing to shock you and the world of something that's going on in our ecosystem and our planet of why these animals cannot survive in the wild today. I ask you to send this video to every politician you know and every friend until something is done for the ones who collect millions of dollars in order to get away with doing something like this legally. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Exotic Animal TV. I'm Joe Exotic, and I'm going to take it in a completely different twist today of an undercover story that should shock you living here in America of what just money and power can buy you with politics. Standing next to me is a gorgeous river that I'm soon going to show you one of the most heartbreaking stories I've ever done to show you just exactly how much money can buy you. Okay, there's a big, huge pipe in the ground underneath this pile of rocks that is coming from a oil refinery.
See the oil
Oh
on the
my
rocks?
God.
That's the oil on the rock.
You can see how dirty the water is.
What you're seeing coming out of there is chemical sludge, oil, and it reeks to high heaven. And there's thousands of gallons of water coming out of this thing every day, and it has been for 90 years, polluting this river that's running completely through the entire United States and dumping into the ocean. The rocks are covered in oil, and everything around it is completely dead. It's completely killed everything that it's come in contact with. It's slippery, it's sticky, it stinks, and I picked it up with my hands. It's just like oil. You can't wash it off of your hands. It's impossible. So imagine if there was any wildlife to actually land in that water, swim in the water, or drink from that water. It would be totally toxic. I'm sitting here next to an underground pipeline where millions of gallons of sludge, oil, and chemicals are being pumped into a national river, all for money. This is totally legal because millions of dollars in the oil market can buy you a permit to pollute a river. This river is being polluted with oil, sludge, and chemicals on a daily basis, 24 hours a day, for the last 90 years. Is this what you want your fish swimming in that will be served on your dinner table? I'm Joe Exotic, and tune in for more of this story on ExoticAnimalTV.com. We were probably 50, 75 feet from the actual output of the pipe coming out of the ground. And what it smelled like, the best way to describe it was, say you were driving an old pickup truck that burned a lot of oil, or somebody spilled oil on top of the engine and it got hot and started burning, and you lifted the hood, and just that oil reek is exactly what it smelled like when you walked up on this thing. We called the EPA, the DEQ, the refinery. We called everybody, and they came out. They looked at it, and they said that the most ungodly thing I was expecting out of their mouths were they have a permit to dump so many thousand gallons a day into the river. This is our ecosystem. This is our planet. You wonder why you're dying of cancer. You wonder why you have tumors. You wonder why people are deformed born. This is your drinking water supply, ladies and gentlemen. It's going into the water. It's going into the ground. And, if you care about animals at all, it doesn't matter if your dog gets out of your yard and drinks out of this river. You should be concerned. But the big concern is, this is the point where I don't care if you're from Greenpeace or the ALDF or whatever animal rights or Save the Planet organization you're from. This is reality, ladies and gentlemen. This is a wake-up call that the government can accept money from oil companies to dump all of this stuff in a river, a major river that runs through this entire country for money and make it legal. But you are being taken your rights away in America for owning a pet. What I would like them to do, hell, we could plug that thing. And what are they going to do? They're going to put it in trucks and they're going to drive it somewhere and they're going to pump it right back in the ground. That's called fracking. That's what fracking is all about. Is replacing what they take out of the ground with the crap that they recycle to put back into the ground. So it's socially acceptable in America, no different than your kids going to school and shooting other kids. You're not going to make kids illegal. You're not going to make airplanes illegal because they're crashing and they kill 287 people in 1 minute. You're not going to stop these people because you need to drive your car. So unfortunately, our planet has lost this war, okay? Because the human people of this world accept so much, and they're so greedy that this will never change. But what I think needs to be done is they need to store this water somewhere. If they're going to make the billions of dollars from digging it out of the ground and putting the holes in the ground and selling the diesel and the oil, they need to pay to store it until it's completely safe to release back into the ground. Because what I videotaped today and what I smelled and what I touched and what I walked through, damn sure ain't safe for our environment. What I would recommend, especially if you live in a state where somebody is trying to take your rights away to own exotic animals, I would send this video to your local news. I would send this video to your lawmakers, and I would say, why are you spending so much time trying to decide what I should own as an exotic animal, or whether or not I have a Rottweiler versus a pit bull or anything like this? And let's do something about polluting our entire planet for millions of dollars here. So if anybody could do anything that would make a difference, I would ask for this video and this undercover investigation to go nationwide, and let's ask our politicians. Okay, this is the time where our politicians need to be held accountable for allowing permits to be sold to pollute our rivers. River will go through the great state of Texas. This river dumps right into the Red River, which divides Texas and Oklahoma. The river actually starts north of Oklahoma. The spill is actually located in Oklahoma. And the river goes through Oklahoma down to a lake that it dumps into southern Oklahoma, and then it overspills and dumps into another river that goes into Lake Texoma, which also overflows and dumps into the river, which hits the Mississippi River and dumps into the ocean. Now, while you're looking at Google Earth, in order to follow this river stream, all you have to do is follow the death and destruction path that it goes through. Everything within feet of these riverbanks is completely dead and gone. So it's very simple to follow this river on Google Earth. It's just absolutely amazing to me. Appalling would be another word, that we as American citizens and our politicians can be so greedy that we can contaminate a major river source, a major water source to this degree, and not care about the repercussions of what it's doing to our ecosystem, our wildlife. And the next time that you hear on the news that there's an outbreak of 95 tornadoes in one night, or there's hurricanes here, or there's earthquakes here, take another look at this video and look really, really close, ladies and gentlemen, and you lawmakers that decide what goes on in our life, and ask yourselves, is Mother Nature coming back to kick our ass? I'm Joe Exotic. Thanks for tuning in to Exotic Animal TV. We house all kinds of animals here at our animal park, not just big cats. We have everything from camels to horses, alligators, primates, birds, and reptiles. So, ladies and gentlemen, if you love animals as much as we do, use the number at the bottom of the screen and help us out.